Miles, welcome to the Vermillion Unplugged. How are you doing?
Good. How about yourself?
I'm doing great. It's been good weather. Well, for me, because I say this every episode. I'm not from around here. I'm from the South, from Texas. So for me, the weather is really nice. Like, I don't know if for some people it might be hot,
Yeah.
but like you'll see me with the long sleeve. I think is really nice.
Yeah. This summer I was down in Texas and I started getting used to the heat. But then over in France, it was pretty warm, or it was like pretty cool. So coming back to here, it's kind of hot now. I think.
So, and then, let's get this going though. So what do you do?
I play pair badminton on the international stage.
And then that's what I really want to talk about, because I saw they announced it at USD. I work there, so they give us all the newsletters, and they said someone from USD, an upcoming freshman, is going to play. I was like, really? And then I saw your face, and then I was like, wow, let me check. So, of course, we couldn't see it like live, I guess, from the time difference.
Yeah.
But I saw the replays, and I was looking again today at the games. I was like, whoa, man, you guys play hard. I never played badminton. I remember one time my wife, it was like a year and a half ago. I think they have some little badminton, or I think some students organized something, and she wanted to play it. I'm like, I don't want to play it. But then after seeing that, I was like, whoa, I see you diving. I was watching the one, it was against Brazil.
Yeah.
And I see you like diving and this and that. And you're quick. You're really, really quick. But how did it start? Have you always liked the sport?
I picked it up for the first time. First time I ever played when I was like 7, 8 years old at the DAAA Games, which is Dwarf Athletic Association of America. And every year they host a week-long event of different sports that dwarfs from all around the country and world can come and play against each other. So it's even playing field, which most of the time they don't get. And so I started that when I was 4. Started going to DAAA events when I was 4. And then when I turned 7, 8 years old, that was the first time I could play all the sports. So I signed up for them all. And that happened to be the World Dwarf Games. So dwarfs from all around the world came to it. And I played badminton. I enjoyed it. And I started watching the older people play. And I was shocked at how cool it was and everything. So I played it like once or twice a year until 2015. And then 2015 is when I started training for it and started picking it up because we found out it was going to be in the Paralympics.
Okay, because it makes it. I really want to try it. Like now I do. So some of the new stuff I've tried over the past 2 years. So the, what do you call it, ping pong or table tennis, and then the pickleball stuff.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, it's kind of fun. But I saw the badminton, and I was like, oh, this is kind of nice. I never tried tennis. I don't know. It kind of scares me. It's like really like large, but some of the, I guess they're
the smaller sports.
The
smaller court service.
Because it looks quick, especially when you play it. Like if people are like, if they should go back on YouTube and then you could just watch it, and you made it look fun. Because then actually, I guess you're a professional athlete now, right?
Yeah.
So that is really, really cool. What other sports did you play before or tried out?
Growing up, I did hockey, basketball, soccer, golf, tennis, like pretty much all the sports kids play. Then I stopped playing hockey when I was 11, 12. Stopped playing basketball after 8th grade year, but I continued to be the student manager. But I played varsity for both tennis and golf.
For the Paralympics, how does that process work? Like, how do you qualify?
So there's a qualification period, which is about 15 months long, and that started in June of 2023, and it ran until end of March 2024. And so to qualify, you have to go to a minimum of 3 tournaments, but you can go to however many tournaments you want to go to, but they only take your top 6 scores. So if one country has a minimum amount of money to go to 6 tournaments, but then you get some other countries that fund all their athletes to go to every single tournament, which there's like 14 tournaments. That's not really fair, but they'll cut those 14 tournaments down to 6 and take your top 6. And so we went to about 8 tournaments, I think, or played mixed doubles for 8 tournaments, and we did pretty well, and then we found out April 22nd that we qualified, which was pretty sweet.
So after you guys found out, what's the process on going to Paris? You guys have to like get visas? Do you guys?
USOPC pretty much took care of all of that, but after school got out in May, the Briscoe badminton area reached out to our NGB, which is national governing body, and they said they would host us and train us this summer. So me and my partner flew down to Texas, and we're down there from mid-May to mid-August, and then we flew to Paris.
Oh, sweet. What part of Texas did you guys?
Frisco. It's like the Dallas area.
Yeah, okay, because that's where I'm from.
Oh, nice.
Oh, snap. And then how was the trip in Paris? Like, how was that first week or those first few days?
It was kind of mind-boggling because to get there, first flight was good. Next flight, it was a little delayed, and then they put us on the plane, and there was a fuel leakage on the wing. So they had to take us off the plane, get us a new plane. So we got in like 3 hours late, and we didn't get to the village till about noon Paris time, 1:30. Well, we were originally going to get there at like 8, 9 a.m. And so then kind of looked around, but then I kind of accidentally fell asleep, which I shouldn't have done. But we went and trained for the next 3 days, and then on the 29th was the first day of competition. So we had to miss out on the opening ceremony on the 28th because we had a 9 a.m. match the next day.
Ah, okay. Was the time difference, was it hard to acclimate?
Not too much, just because I didn't really sleep on the plane, kind of, so I was kind of really tired the entire day, but once I fell asleep, I was out cold for a while.
Now, were you nervous when you got there?
A little bit. Going into it, I was a bit nervous, but then once I stepped out on court, I was like, I can't be nervous. I gotta play like I know how to play, and I'm the underdog here, and nobody thought I'd be here, so I just played like I knew how to play.
Because were you the youngest player there?
Second youngest.
Second youngest?
There's a Thai kid that's a year and a half younger than me or so, and then me, and then everybody else is much older.
Okay, because I saw that and I was like, oh, these guys are a little much, or they're older than, they looked older.
Yeah.
Now, I'm gonna ask it. So with badminton, what are the rules and how do you play?
So it's best 2 out of 3 to 21 points, win by 2. And then we play for singles, it's a skinnier line, so there's doubles alleys pretty much, but we play the closer lines, and then all the way to the back, and that's for singles. And then for mixed doubles, it's the full court, but on serve, the back is out. So if you serve it and it goes in the back alley, it's out, but right after the serve, you can hit anywhere pretty much.
Okay.
So we play on a full-size court and net.
And then I saw you did singles and doubles. When you play, is there like a big difference?
A little bit, but not too much, because singles, I'm running the entire court, and then mixed doubles, I still kind of run the full court just to make sure I'm there if JC can't get to it, but most of the time she gets to it, so I don't have to worry too much about the front.
Now, if you want, so explain, how did those first, like, you still remember that first match?
Yeah, the first match was crazy because it was one of the first matches to be played that day, and the stadium was packed, lights going. Before we went out there, the lights were kind of off, and they had spotlights everywhere. And then when they called us out, it was the energy. You could just feel it through the ground. They're all cheering and yelling, especially those French fans when the French were playing. It was insane. But we went out there, played a close first game, and then second game we kind of brought that energy into it from the first and just completely obliterated them. Was the crowd, was it the biggest crowd you ever played? Yeah. It was. normally the crowd is just other players and coaches and family, but here it was packed of random fans pretty much.
That's cool. Did your family get to go?
My dad did. My mom stayed back with the kids because they all have school, but hopefully LA they can come and watch.
Okay, so can you qualify for the next the next one?
Yeah, so it'll be the same qualification process pretty much with the 15 months or whatever it is. And so I'll do that throughout that qualification. And my goal is to do LA 28, Brisbane, Australia in 2032. And then if my body's holding up, I'll try to shoot for the 36 games, wherever those will be. But we'll just play it by however my body feels.
No, that's sweet. Now tell me a little bit about Paris. So after like the matches, what were you doing?
Most of the time in the morning, I'd go down to the Athlete Resource Center. So they had a lot of different drinks, milk products, Gatorade, Powerade, water, whatever you needed. And I'd just sit in there, kind of relax and watch whatever other sports were going on. And then I'd go for a little run to keep my body loose and warm, and then go get breakfast. And then most of the time my matches weren't until 9 p.m. or 8 p.m., 3 p.m., somewhere in the afternoon. So I'd sometimes take a nap or so, but after lunchtime, it was game readiness pretty much. It was, I think, every single night pretty much we were at the venue until at least midnight probably. Well, not at least midnight, but like 11 p.m. or so.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
Did you get to see like the other games?
Unfortunately not, but also fortunately, because that meant we were playing every single day. Or are you talking like other badminton games?
No, like just other.
Oh, other sports?
Yeah.
We weren't able to go and watch that just because we were at the venue all the time.
Okay. How long was the whole thing? For like a week?
We started August 29th, and then it ended September 2nd. So 5-day tournament, I think.
Oh, okay. Did you get to at least go in Paris and just nothing?
No, it was pretty much got there, did the practice days and got all the Nike and Ralph Lauren gear, and then it was all matches. And then the day after the finals, I flew back to get back to college.
Because right now you're a freshman, right?
Yeah, I'm a freshman at USD.
So you missed that first week?
Yeah.
So is it tough right now or nah, not too much?
It was for the first few days, but now I'm pretty much all caught up, so it's a little bit more relaxing.
And then because you also had like a little welcome back parade too, right?
Yeah, that was I didn't expect that, but they emailed me and they were like, "Hey, could we do this for you?" I'm like, "Sure, why not?" And then doing it was pretty cool, seeing all my friends and buddies there cheering me on. And then at the interview, it was, or the whatever you want to call it, press conference, thing, recognition. That was pretty cool because there was a bunch of my buddies that were there clapping and cheering every time they heard my name, which was pretty cool.
Did you ever picture yourself like, hey, I'm gonna go to the Paralympics one day or this and that?
When I was younger, I kind of pictured it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, didn't really picture it. I wanted to do that, but now I kind of think back that I accomplished my dream, and I didn't expect this much publicity.
Really?
Coming back with the medal, I thought, well, I kind of knew I was going to get some, but I didn't think it'd be this crazy amount, which is pretty cool.
No, that's cool. Maybe because right now, do you have like sponsorships or nothing like that?
The only people I'm sponsored by is Yonex, which is, they just give me badminton rackets and stuff. And then I've gotten a little bit of money from Masaba, and then also Yankton Medical Clinic. They've been helping me along the way.
Has anyone else like reached out and been like, hey, can you do this for us or this or this? Or?
Just recently, Ivy asked me to come in and do a meet and greet. Other than that, not really.
Really?
Yeah.
See, because right now I don't know if I'm like geeking out because I'm like, hey, I'm just talking to someone that just entered college, but I'm like, hey, this guy's a professional athlete and he did this and I saw him and then you guys won silver. I'm like, oh snap, that's kind of cool. So I'm probably fanning out right now. So it's kind of cool.
all good.
No, that's all cool. So, but I want to get back into like the badminton. With the games or when the matches you were playing, which match did you like? Was there a match that you loved and another one you're like, I fell off of this and that? Or what goes through your head?
During my group play match against India for singles, I went in knowing that I had to win that thing. And in the first set, I was in the lead pretty much the entire time. And then I think I was up maybe 20-15, and then he started catching up to 18-20, and then I ended up winning that last point. But that second game, I didn't know what was going on. I was down 4-11 at interval, and then I got to 4-14 or 4-12, I think. And all of a sudden, the next thing I knew, I was up 18-15 and ended up taking that game 21-16 or something like that. And I didn't know what to think or express, but I was just amazed that I came back that much. And then mixed doubles, it was probably our semifinals against India. We lost that first set, and I was kind of nervous that we were gonna not play so well after losing that one. But I knew that I didn't want to let them win, and that kind of sparked a fire in me that we need to go get this one. And we ended up coming out and beat them 21-14, 21-13 in the second and third set, which was nice. And knowing that we secured a medal automatically winning that match, it was memory for a lifetime.
That's sweet. That's sweet. So I'm guessing for like the LA, you're shooting for gold?
Yeah, LA, depending on how many events they have, I'm trying to do all the gold. So if there's just singles and mixed doubles, I'll shoot for 2 golds. And then if it's men's doubles, mixed doubles, and singles, I'm going to try doing the triple crown.
That's sweet. So after or besides playing badminton professionally, what else do you do?
Right now it's kind of just schoolwork, but in the summer I love boating with friends and hanging out with them. And then with the family, we'll go out golfing. I love to golf. That's probably right up there with badminton. I think every day a few summers ago, every single night I went out with one of my buddies to golf. But this summer I wasn't able to, which I wish I was able to. But now that I'm kind of on vacation from badminton, I'll probably get out golfing a bit.
Entering college, what are you studying now?
Business administration and sports management.
Do you have any like goals or want to do?
Yeah, they're kind of big goals, but
no, it's cool. Dream big.
Yeah, become a GM of a sports team, and then also open a big sports complex somewhere. That'd be the end goal.
That's one thing that here in because
I'm from Yankton.
Okay.
Yeah, so they got this Sanford sports complex, but I kind of want to make it bigger. But I'd have to go somewhere else since they have it in Sioux Falls.
One thing that I've talked to a lot of people about it here in Vermillion. Since I'm from a city, and here everything's a little more smaller. I always wonder, like, man, there's no. I thought there was like, for example, there's no like recreation place or recreation center.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, they should have like a sports complex. Like I know a big thing here is like soccer. Like, hey, some indoor stuff. Yeah. Put a basketball thing or whatever you want. I think that would be good around here.
Yeah. So you won't have to drive up to Sioux Falls for everything. Yeah.
Sioux Falls, or sometimes we'll go to Sioux City.
Yeah.
We've been to Yankton a bit. The drive, I remember when we got here, I wasn't too much of a fan. I was like, man, I gotta go far to drive. But everything.
Down in Texas, it's pretty much you're still in the city for the same amount of time.
Yeah, and then the worst thing about it is the traffic. The traffic over there in Texas.
Yeah,
it's bad, and the heat. And then I'm telling you, the summer here is amazing, but the winter.
You don't like the winter?
The winter, I go back and forth. The winter it's cool, especially like because it feels like Christmas time.
Yeah.
But once it hits like that January, February,
it gets cold with the wind and everything.
Yeah, but you'll see me like so right now. I'm wearing a long sleeve in the summer, but once it hits like like 60s, maybe 50s, you'll see me like in those like a big jacket.
Oh,
I don't know how.
Too cold.
It's too cold. I don't know how you guys do it, but
yeah, I love the snow, especially going skiing and everything. We'll go do that in the wintertime, and I just love it. But the only bad part is if you have to drive in the snow and then also shovel in the snow. But other than that, I love the cold in the wintertime.
You wouldn't want to like once you're older, you wouldn't want to move anywhere else? You like the Midwest a little bit more?
Yeah, I love the Midwest. I think it'd be hard to transition to living in the city. I think Yankton's probably like the perfect size town. Sioux Falls would be a little bit too big, but it'd still be probably the right size town.
Okay.
I want to go for the million people population. That'd be too big, especially with all that traffic and everything.
I'm telling you, it's bad. How are you liking the town so far?
I like Vermillion. It's really nice, kind of quiet and calm, and you can get everywhere in less than 5 minutes.
Yeah. Have you been to any of the USD sports? Yeah.
They haven't had any since I've been back, because the only one that they've had, I think, is the football game, but I wasn't here for that. But I'll go to the volleyball game on Saturday, and then the football game the following Saturday.
Okay. We go to the football games too when they have them here. And then today, so today's Friday, if people are wondering, we're going to the volleyball game. We've never been to a volleyball game, but we heard that the team's really good. One thing that I recommend people going is the girls or the women's basketball. They play. I need to watch more. I need to go and watch more different sports. But so last year, there's a girl that's in our group study. Her name is Grace Larkins. I think she might be the captain of the women's basketball team, but she's like top. And I didn't know she played basketball. She doesn't look. I know she's tall.
Yeah.
And but I didn't know she didn't look like she looked like she didn't look like a normal person. And then we saw her play, and she plays just like you. She's like diving. She plays hard and this and that. I'm like, oh snap! But these women are really they play hard. Yeah. So there's a lot of things at USD. They don't have a badminton or nothing like that.
No, they don't have any badminton club right now. But everybody's wanting me to start one, so I'm in the process of trying to figure out how to start one. I
think that'd be really cool. Yeah. You could do that. You may even teach some lessons or do this and that. I think it'll be good.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
One thing I did want to talk about, if it's fine, more of a personal stuff. I wanted to ask, what is the condition that you have?
I have achondroplasia, which is the most common type of dwarfism, and it's about 1 in 25,000 kids are born with dwarfism, and it's hereditary, but also not hereditary. So the 1 in 25,000 is 2 average height adults could have a dwarf, but it's tough to explain, but I'll try my best. So yeah, so my whole family is all average height, and they happen to have the 1 in 25,000 kids, but then if 2 dwarfs have a kid, it's 50% dwarf, 25% average height, and then another 25% that it will have a severe type of dwarfism.
Oh, okay.
Then if a dwarf and an average height person have a kid, it's 50-50 on what they'll get.
Oh, okay. What does it, do you have any health problems, or everything's normal?
Fortunately for me, I don't have any health problems really. They talked about me getting my legs straightened if I get joint problems, but luckily so far I haven't had any knee problems, just because the bow of the legs can press on the joints and the knees, so they'd have to take that compression away. But a lot of dwarfs unfortunately have a decent amount of health problems, but there's also a lot that don't, which is good.
Okay. And then I am curious if it's fine to talk. Have you ever with your dwarfism, has it affected you throughout your life, in a good way and also in a bad way?
I'd say so, yeah. Things will be on high shelves, or basketball, for example. But other than that, my parents have just raised me to be like any other kid. So I've had to come over obstacles or find different ways to do the same exact thing as other kids, which it makes me a problem solver, I feel. But everybody from Yankton, they're great people, and they just treat me like anybody else. So it's pretty awesome.
And that's one of the things too, because when I was watching you, so I know about the Paralympics, but when you watch these athletes, especially you don't, well, I'll say it on my end, I don't look at the person like, man, this guy has for example, a disability, this and that. I'm like, I see you play and hard. I'm like, oh snap, first of all, this guy, if I played against him, he'll probably beat me. So I'm like, this to me seemed like a normal person. But also, I guess, has it been like, has it gave you like a positive view in things?
Yeah, it's given me. I'm thankful for it being me having dwarfism, because without it, I wouldn't have been able to have these opportunities or go here, go there, meet these people, and also just make a positive impact for other people that have disabilities, showing them that even that they do have one, they can go out and accomplish anything that they put their mind towards.
Okay. No, that's cool. I like the positive view. And before we run out of time, so I guess what's next?
Probably finish up this school year and then see about training and everything. But main goal right now is to get good grades in school, and then focus on badminton, because I still got 4 years.
Do you get recognized now?
Yeah, so many people have congratulated me, which I'm thankful for, and they've all started watching badminton now, kind of.
Yeah.
They're like wanting to try it, which is great for the sport since it's not very popular here in America. I think getting that medal will put more publicity out there, grow the sport more, and just be a positive impact for the sport.
Now with badminton, I want to go back into that, playing it. So it's completely, I don't know, it's completely different, but like you don't, what do you call
The birdie?
yeah, the birdie. So that one, it's always in the air. It cannot
Yeah,
touch the
it
ground.
can't touch the ground.
How do you, I saw when they were serving it, they serve it like really, really high.
Yeah, so it depends on the category. So like for us,
Mhm.
I'll either do short serve or high and deep serve, depending on the player. Like if they don't like the body short serve, I'll do that. But most of the time it'll be a high deep serve to give me time to be ready for where they hit it. And then in doubles, you want to do a short serve so that they have to lift it out and you can be on offense. So you don't really want to hit it high too often, because then you'll be on defense and running around. But it's also nice to hit it high to give you time to recover if you're out of position.
Do you enjoy singles or doubles more, or it's the same?
It's about the same. There's pros and cons of both.
Mhm.
So I like them about the same.
No, that's sweet. No, but I do think starting a club, because you got me watching it.
Yeah.
I never thought I would be watching badminton until I started watching a little bit of that, and I'm like, it looks fun. I haven't tried it yet. I'll probably be bad at it, but I would, if you do it or someone else, does something, I'll go try it. I think it'd be cool.
Yeah, I'll put it out there. I'll probably put flyers up and everything, because so many people have already asked me are you gonna do it or not? I'm like, I'm in the process now, because so many people have told me I need to. So I'm getting there, and it'll probably be in hopefully next month that it'll start.
No, that'd be cool. Now, is there anything, any last words or any shout-outs or anything you want to give out?
Not that I can think of. I'm thankful for everything, pretty much.
Sweet. No, I'm glad to have you on, but yeah, I want to thank you so much, Miles.
Thanks for having me.